Kapp. It's a perfect day over here. No clouds, sunny. It's nice. It's about 50 degrees. Look at that 71 degrees. That's, you can see, that's the harbour near Alta, and you can see snow-capped mountains in the distance. Just some of the mountains across the harbour, and you can see some of the snow peaks over there. Driving next to one of the inlets in Alta Harbour, and those are all the snow-covered mountains there. Those will have snow 12 months of the year. This is an awesome road. It's all built right by the fjord.
के चक्कर में गाड़ियाँ सब चला दी, सब गाड़ियाँ चला दी।
We've been seeing signs for reindeer for the last kilometer or so. Haven't seen any reindeer yet, but hopefully we'll see a few.
ski center.
Now left the Alta area. Speed limits become 90. You can see the high snow-capped mountains there. The road's just been cut into the side of this mountain. So you see the water there, sea water. So we're driving right at the snow level now. It's just by the side of the car. It's all just snow that's probably become ice and gotten compacted over the last 8 months. So we've seen a couple of weird animals next to us. We're not sure what it is. I've definitely seen 4 reindeer with the antlers and everything. But then we saw a bunch of others that looked a lot like cows from far away. but their faces are definitely not cows. So I've got no idea what it is. They're not elks either, they're too small to be elk. So we'll see if more of them show up, but right now we have no idea what they are. Hopefully they're edible, so we can eat them for dinner tonight. Look like typical salmon spawning rivers. It's kind of like what it was in Sitka in Alaska.
This way I think this
What was the time of the year for salmon spawning? Yeah, it obviously can't happen in the winter because this river will freeze in the winter. A little Norwegian leprechaun or troll or something. Well, leprechauns are Irish, so it's not a leprechaun. Just come up against one of the inlets of the sea again. We've now come onto E69, which is the road that goes all the way up to North Kapp, and it's pretty much going to follow this coast. Some more reindeer, and these ones actually have antlers as well. You can see them quite well. So these are probably much older. The ones we saw earlier were just young reindeer without any antlers. It's really cool. That's an actual reindeer, the way you see it in the pictures. The road is just completely along the sea. All the fjord, you can see mountains in the distance all around it. closely over there, you can just see the entrance to a tunnel. Right over there. That's the first of many tunnels we'll have to go through.
These rocks are interesting.
This is on the other side. You notice the rocks are extremely stratified. They must be full of fossils. Big waterfall there. Some more of those stratified rocks. This is our first tunnel. This is the one we could see from far away. This one is 3 kilometers.
Huh?
3 kilometer tunnel.
3 kilometers or 30
Yeah.
kilometers?
3 kilometers. 2930 meters.
What longest tunnel is in Norway? 30 kilometers.
There's another one that's 16 kilometers that we're going to be doing. Wow, this is extremely, I mean, the rock on the side is quite plainly visible. They haven't plastered over it. And it's quite dark inside also. And it's going to be like this for 3 kilometers.
17 kilometers is in Switzerland.
Signs and lights and stuff around here. We might be coming to the end of it. Yep. Wow. This is what we see as soon as we come out. Really nice beach, but it probably never gets warm enough to enjoy a beach. another tunnel. This is a short one, it's only half a kilometer.
96 meters.
And this looks like it's better built also. It's got, you can't see the rock on the side. Oh well, maybe you can. Few more reindeer here.
These are the same name.
Those are the small ones without the antlers. Oh, there's a whole herd over there. We've seen deer just all over. This, look at this. I mean, this is just. Or are these cows? No, these are reindeer only. They've got antlers.
You won't go only there.
Yeah. There's a few more over there. Down there. Reindeer are all over the place. India yet. Sometime back, a couple of them tried to cross the road in front of the car. So it looks like that is probably Honningsvard, which is the main city on the Kapp island, and Kapp itself is on the opposite side of that island. Well, that's a theory anyway. So we're just coming up on a tunnel. We think this is probably going to be the big long one. That's the entrance of it over there, you can see. Kapp tunnel in 6.8 kilometers. So this is the one that will go under the sea and then come up in the Kapp Island. So there's no bridge to get to that, it's just the tunnel. What? This will go under the sea. We'll come up on Kapp Island now, I think. Now just about 2 kilometers into it. See, it looks like it's sloping upwards behind, so that means we're going down.
काफी strong slope है.
And now we're going uphill again after having gone downhill for about 2.5 or 3 kilometers. So that's the tunnel going downhill. That's the direction we're heading, which is uphill. So right now we might be under the water, or under the seabed itself even. Now we've come to the end. So now probably we should be on Kapp Island. All the reindeer there.
Kroner 145.
15 pounds toll. So we are now on Kapp Island. Oh look, it's more reindeer.
Photo ले ले.
Yeah. It's a weird shaped island there. Just with one bulge in the middle. It's like there was a little volcano there.
इस पर भी reindeers बैठे हैं क्या? इस island पर.
How long is this tunnel?
देखा नहीं हमने.
It's 9 meters.
कितना?
890 must be.
Onyx 92. Onyx 1.
This is Honningsvod.
यहाँ पर cruise ships लगे हैं.
It's the biggest city on this island. That is actually quite a decent sized city.
Green silo. Green silo.
actual North Cap point. There's still loads of snow and ice around. We're close to the summit of the entire island. Definitely an alien looking part of the planet. Don't see much life around now either, no more reindeer.
Road itself is very difficult. It is impossible. 1 kilometer is up to Patna. Look at this old lady.
Looks like we can probably see some of the buildings at North Cap there. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll go there and check it out. There's a lot of people hiking along this route also. So they walk probably from Honningsvod all the way to North Cap. We're right pretty close to North Cap. That's another side of the cliff, and we're just heading straight to North Cap. Arctic Ocean.
बस खाली अंटार्कटिक देखना चाहिए. Closest possible parking place.
So now we've just paid 22 pounds entry per person again, after already having paid a similar amount at the start of the island. And we're trying to park and then go see what's in that building.
Who will destroy?
So we've just parked at North Cap, and we spent the last 5 minutes kind of arming ourselves, because as soon as we stepped out, there's absolute polar frigid winds over here. So for the first time in about 2 years, I've actually worn a muffler, which I never do. Papa felt too cold to stay outside and wear his sweater and muffler, so he stepped back in the car. And Bade Papa is also completely wrapped up. The wind is, it's extremely cold and biting right now. I mean, it's coming straight from the North Pole.
Minus 10 degrees centigrade. It's a minus 10 degrees centigrade.
.1 degrees 10 minutes 21 seconds, and it's extremely cold. My finger, I think, has frozen on the record button right now. So this is the restaurant that we're at, and it's got quite a nice view from it. It's cool. We're gonna get some food and get a little bit warmed up, and then go out again. It's about 5 p.m. right now. The sun is still high. We're just walking around the building to the railing for the northernmost point. So straight ahead there is Svalbard and the North Pole. If we continue along there, we'll probably reach the northern coast of Alaska or something. That's the cliff going straight down into the Arctic Ocean. It's pointing direction to the North Pole and our exact location right now. So that's the place that we ate and had coffee and everything before. This little crevice in the cliff goes all the way down. You can see it right down there, the ocean. It is amazing though. It really does feel like at the end of the world. I mean, look at the sea there. It's just completely black, which means it's incredibly deep right over here. There's no shallow area at all. It's just completely black. The cliff probably just continues straight down into the sea at that angle. It's quite amazing. It really is.
अनुराग और दादा घूम रहे हैं पूरा। आ जाओ, उतर जाओ। ये है
So you see the actual northernmost point is right there. and it's northernmost by a very little bit because
Yeah.
you can tell it's just a little bit in front. But
Exactly.
I mean, walking to there is, I don't think, an option in this state.
And that's the North Pole there.
Why are there so many of these little piles of stones around the floor?
वो लोग लगा के जाते हैं ना मन्नत मांगते हैं।
Oh, there's a lot of them all over the place.
लोग मन्नत मांगते हैं।
That's the entire tourist center.
देखो सबका लिखा हुआ है नाम कंट्री का सबका कौन कहाँ से।
Alright, so these are all the people that had made those bigger circles we saw earlier.
15
Jasmine from Tanzania, Rafael from Brazil, Ayumi Japan, Siddhidej Thailand, Gloria Italy, Anton from Russia, Louise from America. In June 1998, 700 diplomas of the world were gathered at the North Cape, stayed here for 1 week and created the monument. Children of the Earth, a symbol of cooperation, friendship, hope and joy.
1988.
1988.
अनुराग और दादा बर्फ पे जा रहे हैं। बर्फ एकदम जमी हुई है। एकदम बर्फ है। काफ़ी बड़ी है बर्फ। ये पूरा ये है। ये लोग खड़े हैं यहाँ पर। अनुराग तो हम भी चलते हैं। चल रहे हैं हम इसके ऊपर पूरा।
It's all snow, it's not ice at all.
ये देख, ये स्नो है, आइस नहीं है।
No, it's not ice, it's snow.
हाँ।
It's compacted, but it's definitely.
आइस का बॉल बनाते हैं, उसका लेना। आइस का बॉल बना रहे हैं।
Snowball.
स्नोबॉल।
See, it's quite a. It's pretty proper snow. I mean, it's not slushy and hard and stuff.
ये देखो। ये है। इसका इधर
That's our car.
ग्लेशियर का जैसे आता है। ये देखो जैसे ग्लेशियर करता है,
So
पानी भी आ रहा है।
This is like a glacier. It's,
ग्लेशियर ऐसे स्लाइड करता है।
yeah, it does.
पानी भी आ रहा है।
I mean, it looks like like a miniature little ice cave in there.
ग्लेशियर गया।
That's our car. Toyota Yaris. We're just driving through Honningsvåg. It's a surprisingly big town. We didn't expect it to go on for so long. And this is the harbour area of the town. It has two harbours by the looks of it. So this is one of them. Loads of fishing boats in there, all with a Norwegian flag on top. Lock? Huh? Lock it? You want me to stay? Another view of the harbour here. We're still driving around in Honningsvåg. It's a really cool model of a house over there on the lake with the little bridge. We're just heading off the Kapp Island now. Now is that big tunnel again. That's the rest of Kapp Island. Reindeer on the road. Both the cars have had to stop because of the reindeer. There were about 4 of them by the time we turned on the camera. 2 of them went off. There's a whole, literally a herd of them over there. This is our room in the Alta hotel. It's a lot like a log cabin. There's 3 beds. The window that looks out into the car park and snow-capped mountains and stuff. It's nice. So guess what time it is? It's actually midnight right now. This is the midnight sun. It's completely light. It's not even twilight, I wouldn't say. This is actually day. It's just that it's cloudy, so that's why you don't see direct sunlight, but otherwise this is perfectly bright. I mean, this is what it's like in London on a November day. This is midnight over here right now. It's quite amazing. Because of the clouds, we can't really see where the sun is, but chances are the sun is probably somewhere in the north right now, because it doesn't really go from east to west over here. It just moves around the sky in a ring at about a 40-degree elevation. This is the hotel we stayed at, and yeah, this is now morning, so y'all can see how different midnight and 8 a.m. is. So now at the Alta Museum, there are rock paintings here that date back to 4000 BC. It's probably the original Vikings before they went south and conquered everything. Now just walking towards the rock paintings. Walking across a small little bridge on a stream. This is very cool. Probably goes and flows into Alta Fjorden. It's really, really bright green. All this must be just completely white and barren in the winter, without any sun even. It's probably completely dark as well in the winter. Log cabins. So all the rocks and the paintings a little bit ahead. These are 4000 BC.
Oh.
They must have improved it though. I mean, they must have drawn over it again or something. It can't be preserved in such a good condition. It's fairly large. It's interesting. You don't actually know what they are. So those are probably reindeer because they have the big antennae and everything there. Those are probably cows. And then there's a few images of bears.
Reindeer, bhalu.
There's more around here. See, it's some of those reindeer have spots and some of them have stripes. That probably means something.
देखो बोट भी है बोट से
Yeah, there's a boat and there's a guy holding something above the boat and a bow and arrow or something by the looks of it. It's quite cool. Means they must have been. So there's a few more. There's a very cool thing. It's a painting of a ship probably, and it's one of those typical Viking kind of ships with a face in the front. There's a few others like that around there. That's the whole area. That's where all the rocks are that the paintings are on. So these are the remains of the houses of the people that probably made the paintings. There's, as you can see, very little left. The depression is There's one there and there's one there. So those are supposed to be two Stone Age houses about 5,000 years old. And if you look closely, there's each of the depressions has another area that's a little bit more depressed than the rest, and that they think was kind of the hearth or the fireplace kind of area within the house. And around the outside, there's a little rim which is just barely noticeable, which is a little bit higher than the rest of the ground around it. That was the start of the wall around the house. So yeah, it looks like it probably was, but it must have taken someone a lot of creativity to actually discover these. So we have now landed at Edinburgh and we're just driving on the M8 towards Glasgow. First we're gonna go see 2 Milverton Avenue, see what that's like, see if there's people living there, if they've changed anything outside. And then we're gonna take the scenic route up to Loch Lomond. Glasgow.
Calculating route.
So now we've gotten lost inside Glasgow. We took one exit.
Calculating route.
We're close to the river now, actually.
Take the 4th exit at the roundabout.
Big loading crane there. So we're driving around quite a few different parts now.
Calculating route.
Yeah, let's go that way. There's a bit of construction around and we took a couple of wrong turns, so we've gotten a little lost next to the river.
Calculating route.
So now we're just starting on Drimmen Road. This is the station. Where's that station? And this is those few shops, the Chinese place and Blockbuster we used to go to.
Prepare to turn left. Thorn Drive.
थॉर्न ड्राइव यहीं पे आगे जाके रोमन पार्क है राइट साइड पे मकान है अच्छे अच्छे बड़े बड़े
In 0.3
This is now
miles,
Thorn
turn
Drive.
left. Westbourne Drive.
वेस्टबोर्न ड्राइव याद आ गया वेस्टबोर्न उसके बाद यहाँ से गोल्फ कोर्स था लेफ्ट में जाके
Prepare to turn left. Westbourne Drive.
ये वाला वेस्टबोर्न आ गया
This is now Westbourne Drive. So next right is Milverton. And that is Milverton Avenue.
ये राइट वाला घर है
And that's our old home. 2 Milverton Avenue. There's a red Mercedes parked outside.
रिटर्न करके पार्क करते हैं
Oh, that's the house. Let's hope they don't see us recording their house on the outside. They'll get a little bit freaked out.
और ये है ना
But that was it. That was the steps up and the garage, and it's very cool.
पीछे भी वो
So this is we're on the bank of Loch Lomond. That used to be a theatre earlier. We've watched a movie in there. It's become an aquarium now. It's where we had coffee and scones and stuff. And this is the bank of the lake. So the weather's clearing up now. It wasn't the best when we came here, but it's clearing up. You can see a little bit of blue around there. So hopefully it'll be good while we're driving around. Just driving along to the village of Luss.
Take the second exit at the roundabout. A82.
Weather suddenly brightened up. A little bit sunny. It's quite nice. So this is the road that goes up to the village of Luss. Dense green on both sides. It's probably going to be completely barren in winter.
एक साथ साथ है
Right next to the lake the whole way.
में ले कैसे सवारी है वो पार्किंग मिलेगी
Just parked at Luss. It's a really good day. It's nice and sunny. Probably not going to stay like this for the whole weekend. That's what people say about Scotland and Glasgow. Everyone loves Glasgow on the one day of the year that it's sunny. It's another village of Luss, and it's, by the looks of it, an extremely hot day over here. Everyone's at the beach. And we are still wearing sweatshirts and a jacket. Well, this is the beach. Water's quite clean. We're walking towards the interior village part of Luss. It's become very commercialized since we last came. There's actually big tour buses and things of that sort, you know. So it's not the little village that we had discovered earlier. More shops catering to tourists. There's some sheepskin and things like that. Don't know what the black one is.
पत्थर के निकालने
Hmm.
पानी में जाता था अंदर।
This is the pier. See, there's a big boat full of tourists going there.
This was the shop. यही दुकान थी बस उस समय। यहीं से बोल दिया था। ये लकड़ी का छोटा सा
So this is all Loch Lomond, the village of Luss. It's a really good day. There's quite a few tourists and stuff around, and loads of people are using the beach.
वो सब भी बन गया नया, पहले कुछ नहीं था वो होटल सेंटर।
That's the street that we walked down. It's pretty much a one-street village, which has, in the last 6 years, suddenly exploded into a little bit of a tourist spot. Apparently, when Mom and Dad come here first, that was the only shop over here. Nothing else.
देखा जाए कुछ लुस का है।
Yeah, let's take you.
एकदम बेर
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Thomas. Catch
I
up.
hope it's gonna stop. Yep. Going right by it. It's a little bit like the Norway road, but this has got its own different feel.
चार लॉक्स आते हैं इसमें।
This is the place that we took the cruise from a few years ago. So now we'll be able to see loads of little castles and things on the side of the mountain. Can't see any right now, but there's heaps of them.
ये रोड थोड़ा इम्प्रूव कर दिया अनुराग।
What, they've changed something in the road?
They have made it smoother.
Not sure.
It used to be very rough.
I remember it as being perfect.
Very rough. ये रोड बहुत
It's a really nice road.
Very nice road. इसका ले रहा हूँ ना अनुराग?
Yep. Yep. Wonder what it would look like in the winter when all the greenery is gone. know about the Norway road. I have a good mind to send them feedback on that article. They remove Cornwall, put on Alta.
Hey, put this.
Scotland, mein, they had quite a few routes. I didn't click on them. I don't know if this is one of them or not. But
This is far better. देखो पूरा एकदम कंटिन्यूस लेक है साइड एक एंड से दूसरे एंड तक जा रहा है लॉकनेस जो है इतनी है बात नहीं है कॉर्नवॉल ये सब में
हाँ
स्कॉटलैंड की ब्यूटी
nice big waterfall there. It's really cool. We've got to the end of Loch Lomond now, so now we're waiting for the next loch to start. Loch Linne. Just driving in that internal area, you can see some sheep there getting ready to be cut. See the little striations in there. This entire thing must have been a glacier during the last ice age. Little bits of erosion. All the water's eroded it since then, because every little thing has a small waterfall and a river in it. So these are all the Scottish Highlands. Doreen. You can actually see that looks like there's a little bit of snow still on the top of that mountain. That's a lake. That lake is a tiny lake though. It looks pretty big, but its name is not even mentioned on the map. There aren't even any sheep on this mountain actually, surprisingly. that is probably a mountain called Nilium Ban Leon, 1100 meters approx. Yeah, and there's probably no way you can climb that unless you just climb straight up the rock. We're going right through the valley. There's big mountains on either side.
ये सब घूमने निकले हैं सैटरडे संडे ये सब घूमने निकले हैं सैटरडे संडे